what grounds do they have for removing Justice Hayden? I mean,
but that's what someone independently should assess, surely, whether those grounds are appropriate or not.
Well, I think they haven't made the case yet that Justice Hayden needs to be removed. He said yesterday that he had overlooked the accompanying flyer. He's an eminent jurist. This Royal Commission has revealed bribery, blackmail, corruption, secret payments, secret deals.
Yeah, you're still not addressing my question.
Well, we can agree to differ. I've made it very clear. I think Justice Hayden can rule on that question at the end of today, if that's what it comes to.
OK. Now, we're hearing about Tony Abbott's leadership. There being something called informal soundings going on, according to the Financial Review. Have you been informally sounded out?
I certainly haven't, and I'm a very strong supporter of the Prime Minister, Virginia. Look, we've been behind in the polls before, and if you go back to 2001 when John Howard was trailing Kim Beazley, 2004 when, again, he was trailing Mark Latham by greater amounts than we are behind today in the polls, and with a year still to go to the next election, sure, we need to get the debate back to growth and jobs, but we can turn the ship around, and I think Tony Abbott will retain the Prime Ministership and lead us to victory at the next election.
What if the Liberal Party loses the Canning by-election? I mean, we're looking at news poll figures analysis this morning showing that 10% swing against the government has put that seat on a knife edge. You've virtually lost that 11.8% margin in the seat. So if that seat goes, do you reckon the support stays the same for the Prime Minister?
Well, you asked me to speculate about an event that hasn't occurred.
No, I'm asking you to look at polls that are perfectly clear
Sure.
that seat is not as safe as it once was. You've got a tough fight there. You wouldn't argue that, would you?
No, I wouldn't argue that. And the point about Canning is that Don Randall, who tragically died in office, was very well respected, and he'd won that seat 5 times. Now, we've selected an SAS captain, Andrew Hastie there. I think he will do a fantastic job. Governments always tend to have a swing against them in by-elections. Certainly, and we're behind in the polls now, which makes that increasingly difficult. But I'm very confident that we'll retain that seat because we have a very good candidate